Hey, so today I'm gonna talk about the new moon in Capricorn, and I prepared the whole presentation and everything for you guys, but unfortunately my computer decided to not work, so I'm just gonna do it through the phone. So I hope that everything will work here. Um, so I'm just gonna share the messages that I have received with this new moon. For me, it was a really uplifting new moon, and yeah, really empowering on the other side. And of course, like always, we will also use a little bit the cards and see also what the cards are saying for this new moon. So like with every new moon, today is a powerful day, time for new beginnings, and right now also is the time for questioning and also asking yourself, like we are taking some decisions, at least me. So it's about questioning what do you want, in which direction are you going, etc., etc. So I'm happy that I still have my notes. So I'm gonna go through different topics and share also a little bit of my own experiences, because I know that this is also the way that when we share our own experiences and our own stories, we are also allowing ourselves to be seen, and at the same time also we are healing each other with that, because we can see that we are not alone. So what surprised me, because in the beginning this day was like really uplifting and empowering and everything that I said, and then I really felt the presence of the ancestors, and a lot of the messages were coming through about boundaries as well, and the boundary sometimes is just a decision what we want, for example. And another thing that came through was forgiveness. Forgiving to yourself for everything that happened in the past, and also others, and really letting go, releasing, making room for the new in your life. Of course, every new moon is also the time for new opportunities, new beginnings. And also the messages that were coming through were about pain and how and sadness, about actually emotional release. And there were some specific emotions that I was guided to share here today. One of them is trust, the other is sadness, pain, fear, resistance. So it is really supported for you right now to release all of those emotions, and in order to do that, it is important that we give ourselves a sacred space for that we really listen to ourselves, to our instincts, and really follow in the specific moment what we need. What the message from the ancestors was also, like we were going through all these cycles last year, and it's really we have learned so much, like we have gained so much knowledge and wisdom with all of the experiences, with everything that we were going through, that we were healing, clearing. And let me mention as well that this year is the year of frequency 5, which is the frequency of transformation, of change. So it's really, and the last year was the frequency of 4, which is the frequency of structure. But what was really also coming through is really about changing the structure with all the knowledge and wisdom that we have gained. So let me know if that resonates with you. I'm always happy, and it always helps me if you give me some of the feedback, if this whatever I'm sharing with you helps. So yeah, sacred space, forgiveness, emotional release, changing structure, questioning. This is what we were like going through right now, and really what was pointed out also, like seeing what is happening beyond. A lot was going on also in US. So much is happening in the world, and also behind the veil, like not everything is said to us. We don't get all the information that we would actually, for example, like to know what actually happened. Like we are just getting the news in the way that they decide that they are going to present it to us. So it's really important for us to be in tune with ourselves, and no matter what we are said, what is said to us, what somebody is, for example, trying to convince us, that we are really listening to our instincts, our bodies, and see what our body says, what resonates with us. And if something doesn't resonate with us, that is always for a reason. So what was coming up as well is really healing the traumatic experiences, and everything that is maybe still stored in our bodies, and that could be connected also with our ancestral line and also with our past lifetimes. So like I said, ancestors are also really present today. So if you can see that this is maybe coming up for you, don't hesitate to ask them for help, for guidance. And like with something that was coming up for me personally, like the old part of me wanted more information, in order to let go, because everything was about trust and it was about safety, which of course is coming up for every one of us with everything that is going on in the world. So what is, what can we do to feel more free, to feel more safe? And also we are healing all these different aspects, layers, with those fields, emotions, layers, in order that we can see that we create the safety inside of us, that we can, until we are searching for all of that outside of us, we are always depending. So another message that came through as well was about responsibility, and really taking full responsibility for yourself, for your life. What was pointed out for me, and what I can feel also on my own body, a lot happening on my head, on my chest area, on the heart chakra, on the front heart and back heart area, and also on the womb, on the hara. So this is also what came through. And like my body in these last days, like it started actually on 11th of January. Like I woke up from my dreams with the pain in my body, actually on the back of the heart, and also it went through my shoulders, my arms, and I did some yoga and some techniques, so it helped me to release everything and move the energy. But really a lot is going on from that portal, also with this new moon and everything that is happening on so many layers right now, also on our body level. So it's really also the time of cellular healing, really cellular healing and clearing, so we can go this step forward. And what is necessary for that as well is to really let go of what is actually already dead, what it finished. For example, I can give you an example here. Relationships. Sometimes we are holding on to people, to the relationships that they actually ended up like so long ago. But maybe we are so afraid to open up and to try something new, that we are still holding up to that and holding up to that. And the question with that came through as well was about saying no. Do you have problems with saying no? For example, do you have problems with putting your boundaries? And saying no when something doesn't feel right for you. So it's really important to stand behind what feels right and what don't feels right for you, and see and be clear about what your needs and what your also values are. So another thing that came up with the emotions was about accusing other people for what you're feeling. Of course, they can trigger those things for you, but this is what is already inside. So maybe that person doesn't feel safe for you because they have a certain frequency, energy that is reminding you of something from your past. And also this also means that there is something like the similarity there, and it's also for you important to understand and to realize what is happening. Okay, another emotion that I'm guided to mention here is fear. So fear is really the layers of fear. We were clearing that all those different layers throughout the whole year of 2020. And it is coming up also with this new moon. So with everything that we are healing, that we are clearing, we are always also making room for the new things. But what was really specifically guided here and said, and what was also pointed out for me to share here, is that it is really important with this healing to see beyond, to see the higher, the bigger picture with everything that is going on, and to zoom out, to really open up to new perspectives, to new opportunities, and just let go what is not resonating with you anymore, what is not aligned anymore with your frequency, because you have changed so much, and also what is just not you anymore. Oh, another thing that I was really guided to share here was the piece about faith, and how with everything that is going on, with all the questions that are coming up for all of us, how faith is really important right now, and how we are also healing and clearing and balancing everything with that. For example, I'm also talking about this inner child, and you know that as a child we believe and we don't have any limits. Like we are really open until we get like these bad experiences. So here what I was guided to share is for you to look into different layers where you, for example, in your life had a total faith and trust. You totally followed your intuition, and in the end you felt maybe that was abused, or that maybe you were vulnerable, you were sharing your vulnerability, and that you felt that you were abused. And what I want to say here is exactly the situations where you are pulled into something by your guides, by your soul, in order to get this lesson, to learn something new. But in that process you were having a total faith and trust, and you were suffering a lot. It really break your heart, break you open. And never forget that with the things that break you open, and break your heart open, there is always an opportunity for the light to enter. So really, I invite you to take some time for the journaling, to really look into those aspects about faith, about trust. Where are you not having faith in your life? Where are you not having trust in your life, in yourself, in other people, in life itself, in what is going on, okay? In humanity, for example, because like it is an interesting time that we are in right now. So it's really, last year we were really stepping into our power and building that center, learning what neutrality is, learning all these multi-layers and multi-dimensions of everything. We were always like in everything, because we were in the lockdown, felt like just now, like it felt like on one hand like so many things have happened, and on the other side we feel like we were just like in this place where there was no time and space. So really interesting times for sure. So yeah, the message here was also let go of the patterns that are no longer serving you anymore. Really take responsibility for yourself, for your life, for your actions, reactions. Look into the aspects where what are you giving your power to, what are you nurturing, like what are you giving your energy and power to, like are you focused on the problems or are you focused on the resolutions. Mentioned before is also, I'm just gonna go, another thing that I have here on my notes as well is patience. So sometimes with these lessons that are, for example, our lessons that we have really, the biggest lessons in our life, that we really have looked into all these different layers and aspects of them, and with something, for example, really traumatic that happened for us, we have to know that healing takes time and that we cannot skip the steps. And it is really important that we have faith and trust in this process, that we allow ourselves to surrender and to also open up, okay? Because like all those experiences, actually what happens for us, we close up our heart. So what is really happening behind the scene as well, I was mentioning before, that a lot is happening on the heart. Everything also with the healing the heart, what hurt us in the past is healing in order for our heart to expand. So I'm sure that I have forget about something, but yeah, really important for you right now is to think about what do you want to put your energy in, what is the vision that you are holding for yourself and for the planet Earth, for Gaia, okay? Holding the vision, knowing what your intention is, knowing what your choices are, it's really important. Being clear about your choices is really important, and really sending this clear message into the universe, to your guides, so that the universe and Gaia can also then provide. So like always, we will also shuffle the cards and play with the cards. I always like to include that in the end with the intuitive messages that I have received. I'm gonna share my presentation later as well, if my computer will work. And I'm kind of using a lot lately the deck Starseed Oracle, so I'm using these cards as well now. So let's see. Okay. So the first card for this moon is lifting the veil. Okay. So really seeing what is going on behind the scenes, behind all these stories, what is said to us, like really listening to our intuition, to our instincts. So questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. So really what has to die, okay? Okay, let's see what else. Okay. Double mission. So like I also mentioned, with taking all these decisions and with healing ourselves, we are actually helping with the healing of everyone around us, because when we clear this space and when we integrate the knowledge, wisdom, the light, this is then the new frequency that we are resonating with, and this is how we are helping with the healing of everyone else around us. So this is what this card is about, double mission that we are all having, being a light worker, starseeds, and serving the world by being you. And what I always like to stress here is the only thing that is expected from us is that we are ourselves, that we are who we are, our own authentic self, and that we are not trying to be somebody else. Oh, I love this card. And this card is also about, is called. So what are we called to do? What is our calling? And I'm gonna be honest here, with my own calling, sometimes I feel also a lot of responsibility and also resistance, and I have gone through so many different layers with that. And yeah, sometimes it's not easy to do what you are called to do, and just know that you are not the only one, and that we are all going through all these different steps, and yeah, we are not perfect in the way. We are perfect God creation, but we are not perfect in all these ways that we expect ourselves to be, or society want us to be, like all these rules, restrictions, everything, like expectations that we could be having. So it is not about that. It's really about your inner calling. It's really about really answering the call, like what is your soul saying, like what is your purpose here on earth. So this is also a beautiful question that you can answer with really connecting to your heart, and really journaling about it, really seeing through all this. And let me just add with this, the most important lessons that we have in our life, this is actually mostly connected also with our purpose. So all the lessons that we are having are actually just shaping us for what we came here to do. So the lessons are actually nothing bad, okay? It's everything actually about our own perception. So our last card today, you got the love. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, the message was, and I forgot, I think, to mention this today, was that you don't seek the approval outside of yourself, that you have like all this strong core, that you know who you are. Doubts could be coming up with all the changes that we are doing, with creating a new structure, like doing the steps and things that we never did before. Okay, it's really about really going into something that we have never done, and having courage for that. That is important, that we are actually confident, and that we don't seek approval elsewhere. Okay, that we are really just looking for the approval within. So this card is about you got the love inside, not outside, not that you are searching it anywhere else. And it's actually about codependency and boundaries, what I was also mentioning today. So where are you still codepending on other people? When we are depending and having these depending relationships, or when we are connecting because we need something from somebody, and are we being clear about our needs? And on the other side, when are we connecting with each other from love? Okay, that we are having pure intentions, that we are not connecting because we are vibrating, for example, and we are magnetically pulled together because we have similar wounds, and then we are triggering each other. So anyway, way to just sum up the things that the cards that we got here, lifting the veil, okay, seeing the truth, what is going on behind. Double mission, okay, that we are playing, healing ourselves and other people, Gaia, helping with the healing of Gaia. Called, what are we called to do? So it's about our soul gifts and training, and really stepping up, okay. And the last card about you are having the answers, you got the love. So thank you for joining me. This is it, what I wanted to share for today, for this moon. I hope that this helps. Please put in the comments also what is going on for you, and yeah, I really suggest you that to write about this, to investigate everything that I was to do this introspection for yourself, inquiry, to really look and dive deep within and search for the answers. So thank you, and see you again soon. Bye.